Welcome to the podcast that whispers even sweeter nothings in your ear than Mr. Poe himself. It's the Rogue Sun podcast. I'm Matt, joined by the greatest panel on earth, as always, the great Ali and Charlie. How's it going, guys? How we doing? First Rogue Sun pod of the new year.
It's going great. Like you said, first Rogue Sun pod of the new year, and I'm super excited to get into it. We're in the middle of an arc, and it starts to get really spicy in this issue.
Yes, very spicy. Yeah, we were teased by I think Ryan in one of our chats that this villain was on its way. So he definitely lived up to the expectations. I actually I saw Primate. I don't know if anyone's heard. I saw Primate, kind of unrelated, but the movie last night. It's about a killer chimpanzee pet.
Okay.
So it's kind of fun continuing this trend of killer pets around. So yeah, we got a good one in this. Yeah, doing good. Excited to get back into Rogue Sun. So yeah, how are you doing, Matt?
Pretty good. I've been excited to talk about this one since I knew it would be Mr. Poe centric, and well, not really centric. He makes like a bit of a cameo near the middle. No, he gets a little bit, but this didn't disappoint, and I freaking love this series. And the Rogues Gallery just gets so much richer with the introduction of Mr. Poe, and we're going off to college. A lot of good stuff. So pick up the issue if you haven't. We're going into full spoilers as always. So welcome for the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think before we get into the credits and stuff, I just wanted to throw out a few covers here. Actually, there were some really cool ones in this. I wasn't 100%. I actually don't think I even saw these, so it was cool to see them now. I think it's sharing. So, is it sharing? Is it sharing? Do you guys see that?
No.
Okay, so all good. So yeah, we're not going to show them, but if you guys want to pull them up, we got a really cool one. It's a cover B by Marco Locati, and it's a connecting art variant. They've been having kind of this these connected variants that look really cool. Some cool villains on here. We got the Raven, the kind of the Doorman. We got some cool characters on here, and some I don't know. Something also to point out. It says massive milestone issue, kind of in the title card there. So I'm not 100% sure actually what that is, but maybe it's an anniversary of Rogue Sun or something. But that's kind of cool. The cover A we've just kind of continued with Stefano Simeone. Obviously, he absolutely kills it, and they've been continuing releasing the Virgin variants. If you don't like the banner still, but that's okay. And then kind of the last one we have is continues our Youngblood team up. Personally, I have no idea who these characters are, but looks really cool. Kind of a different art style and a really cool kind of title font for Rogue Sun here. So yeah, we got some cool covers. I don't know if you guys wanted to shout out any stand it out to you guys, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly
No,
shout those out.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not sure what the massive 31 is. Maybe it's a massive milestone thing is. Maybe it's a reference to something else. If anyone knows
I
the
think is it a
significance.
milestone? Like are these like milestone? Like
I looked at the anniversary. So
there's no
first
characters.
anniversary, the first issue of Rogue Sun came out in March.
We're talking about an issue in February or January, like the next one.
No, this one.
This one actually here, like the cover B, sorry, like it's actually the variant, not on the main cover, but the cover B says a massive milestone issue on this one on 31, which is just a little curious. So we'll have to do some more digging onto that later. But yeah, so some cool covers in this one, and yeah, let's I think get into our creative team.
Yeah.
Before we dive into this issue, Mr. Paul.
You.
So for the creative team, we have Ryan Parrott and Nick Cotton for writing. Abel and Bruno Frenda are the artists. Natalia Marquez, colorist. Becca Carey, our resident Massiverse letterer. And then we have Michael Basudel, editor and designer. And of course, Kyle Higgins behind the Massiverse creative director.
Yeah. Man, whenever first off, whenever Ryan starts off with a prologue, you know it's gonna be good. If he's got a prologue or an epilogue in there, it's normally some pretty cool stuff. I just love this one, just how we started this issue out, kind of just like little world building. We see they're kind of we actually don't know where they are, assuming kind of the home of Morningstar. but we see the actual little bugs that are made that are infecting all these villains and giving them their powers. So yeah, what do you guys think of this whole setup, this prologue, these bugs, these characters, and yeah.
Well, it's interesting. So what are we assuming? These new guys, what are the names? Entimus and Countess?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, very
interesting.
Mad Max Fury Road names. I think.
Yeah.
Yes, very.
Yeah, good call. Maybe they're just like that looks like they might be like servants of Morningstar, like directly. They might be like higher ups, or maybe not like super high ranking, but like very closely associated with Morningstar. And this, I think that this page we should pay attention to it because it's definitely going to be important
Mhm.
going forward.
Yes, absolutely. I'm wondering about the colors too. Some of the birds, some of the like little flies are green, some of them are purple. Curious if
I
that
Mm,
means
think
anything too.
I think personally I just took that as like they put that in, like they put that chemical in, it's purple, and then like as it's flying away, it turns into green.
Ah, okay, so it's
That's the way
corrupted by
I so
Morningstar.
so
okay.
so I
Okay.
think it turns into the green after. But this was an interesting page too, because not only do we see that, but we also hear that Morningstar is not scared. They're denying it, but he's changing his ways. Like he's kind of in the middle of changing his ways, and we've kind of it was revealed here that his old ways kind of like he seemed to be defeated by his old ways. So this was
Mhm.
kind of a Radiant Black kind of moment here with the new way, which I thought was kind of
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, it was this was a cool revelation for sure. Yeah, I thought this was pretty neat. But yeah, I think you're right. It's definitely going to be very important. Such a cool needle too. Probably the coolest needle I've ever seen. Injecting this thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, I absolutely love this page.
Yeah. We're juicing. It's it's very interesting, and I'm sure we'll see these guys later. I almost get like well, they have the dynamic. Well, not they're not that comedic, but they remind me of like hopefully they're not bumbling like the like Pirates of the Caribbean kind of like side characters, but there
Yeah.
could is potential for that. Of like, we've seen those movies, like even like Hercules has the dumb demons and stuff like that that are kind of with what's his face James Woods' character.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hades, yeah,
I've
yeah.
There,
seen that movie.
there we go.
Yeah,
Boom. Sorry,
hey,
not
I will
up
say
on
they
the.
don't seem, even if they are servants of Morningstar, which that's what it looks like. They don't seem so scared of him. You know, you would think they would be kind of terrified of Morningstar.
Well, that's the problem with demons and stuff like that. It's like the Sith. It's like you work together, but at any point you someone falls and someone's just ready to take their place and just
Yep.
lurking and
yeah.
plotting and stuff. So who knows? I'm sure
It also
that'll come up.
it also could be like very much like another comparison to Mad Max Fury Road, but like all these goons are just like desperate to kind of get the attention of their leader Morningstar. Like
Mm,
there might be so many people like I don't know if these guys have ever even interacted with them. Like maybe they're just goons. They're kind of they just like worship this guy that they
this is
or
grunt
person that they've
work.
never met. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah,
Fair, fair,
who knows?
fair.
But yeah, I guess we don't know like how big this realm is and how big his army is, and kind of we don't really know what operation he's got going on. But besides the flies here, besides the little
Little
butterflies.
little
So
breadcrumbs. We're just
yeah,
working off
little
little
break.
breadcrumbs
Yeah,
dropped.
which is great. We're getting little by little. But yeah, we transition back to New Orleans. We're in the Bayou Room, which is a real place. I guess I'm assuming it's a very old kind of historic place. But yeah, this was we get Mad Melody back. I actually did go back. She does have a slightly different costume than the
okay.
last time we see her. So she's updated a little bit. She's getting ready to level up. But yeah, it was good seeing her back. Good seeing kind of familiar faces. But yeah, what do you guys think of this? Just kind of setup of the issue, kind of what we were getting into.
A lot went down this issue, right? Like we had a lot going on. I thought it was nice to just dive right into the action. And Mad Melody is just like anti, music industry and stuff like that. And I kind of liked it. I'm relating to these villains quite a bit. Talking about, we had Noxious talking about the billionaires with the insurance companies, and now this.
Right.
Like, I don't know. We're making a good case for the villains.
Yeah, no, and I also like the point too, like how she was so mad that like this place has kind of just turned into a place where people just drink and like kind of the music is very much so like an
Mm,
afterthought. And like I thought of that too. Like whenever I'm out to eat, like you kind of just sometimes like take it for granted, like people
Hmm.
performing and doing their things on stage where yeah, I kind of just like that. But yeah, she was very mad. And yeah, it was kind of interesting. We had Dylan going around looking for all the good looking girls around the room. Ends up saving one, and then we get Ari doing something pretty interesting here, showing
Doing her
she's
homework.
really evolved. So yeah, I was very surprised by Ari's kind of evolution in this, but I guess she's kind of been doing it this whole time. So
Before she brings out the fork of Pythian or whatever, right above that, that's the most I've seen Marcus look like Ryan Parrott so far. Like, I don't know. To me, a little bit, I feel like
no,
I
yeah,
see
you're
it.
dead on. You're
we
dead on.
I
soften
see
the edge
it.
and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks a bit more like Ryan. I like it.
I see it.
That stood out to me. But
Yeah,
no,
absolutely dead on.
we know Ari goes above and beyond and has read the lore, so she's going in and gets the fork of Pythian, and this is cool because sound is just energy, and this can absorb it, and she makes quick work of Mad Melody here,
We need
It's
her to go help Marshall with Doppler.
right?
Be a piece of
Boom.
cake. Yeah.
man, this also made me think like I don't know if Marcus was really I wouldn't even say he was impressed by this, but it really just made me realize like how much he actually what is like holding back, showing Dylan and like actually teaching him. Like this is just like something that could have been so useful. It's just I find it interesting. And we kind of learned something later about Marcus that I thought was also interesting, but
Hmm.
I'm just like this tool here. I'm just like why he I don't know, maybe he just doesn't trust Dylan with it. We know he didn't want Dylan to go after Morningstar, but just yeah, just showing really the extent of their powers here was pretty crazy. But yeah,
Well, I
man, these color. Sorry, yeah, just wanted to quickly say these colors in the second page when they're battling with all the sound waves going around. They got all the pink colors in the
Yeah,
back. Yeah, that looks incredible. Really does.
big Radiant Black issue 1 vibes from the cover a little bit
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, this was kind of cool. So they take her down pretty easy once they have this fork.
Mm.
So Ari, it'd be kind of, which I think we're gonna kind of see here and there. Like I'm interested to see more and more like Ari taking on Dylan's like villains that Dylan has already kind of taken on, and just seeing like how much easier she
Yeah,
can
she's
take
speed
them
running
down.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like she's got it not on easy mode, but like it just looks she makes it look easy.
See,
Um,
I feel kind of the opposite of that. I feel like yes, it is a little. She makes it look too easy right now, and I feel like that's not gonna last. Like she's gonna keep getting confident to the point of overconfidence,
yes.
and then I'm like kind of waiting for something bad to happen to
Oh,
her. That's the
one
feeling I'm
hundred
getting.
percent. 100%. I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's interesting they're going to school and like Dylan is like doing like he's not the best student and Ari just is showing just how good she is at going above and beyond doing the
Mhm.
extracurriculars and studying. So she is that, and there's definitely we're going to go into more and more what separates the two, I'm sure, and what X factor Dylan has that might make him kind of perfect, and that is that he's expendable for Marcus, or it's like, well,
Yeah,
uh maybe not expendable, but like
just
Yeah,
about.
no, for
yeah,
sure.
got to
No,
break a few
literally.
eggs.
Man, we get Julia back here.
Mhm.
Julia, I this is the last time this kind of just did it for me. I've been like they've been Ryan's really been kind of pulling us back and forth whether she's bad, whether she's not. She was kind of the head of this evil corporation now, but she was doing
The
it for
kids
good
don't know,
reasons.
right? The kids don't
The
know that
kid
she was behind.
I don't think so.
I
I
yeah,
don't think they
maybe
do either.
yeah, actually yeah, I don't
Like
think
that whole thing with Noxious that just
no,
happened.
because Ari saved her mom on the boat, and then because I remember I was like curious because like Juliet wasn't saying anything about Ari like being Rogue Son. That was the first time actually the
Mm.
mom saw Ari as Rogue Son was when she was kind of on that boat.
So we know
Um,
everyone knows.
Maybe
yes,
they just don't
yeah,
know the extent of it though.
yes, I don't. Yes, it seems like, and it was kind of explained to us like it was good intentions. Like
Mhm.
she kind of seemed like a good person towards her goons and whatnot. But here is like, and she actually doesn't really have like what she's saying is true. So basically, we have Dylan and Ari, and they're kind of making fun of kind of just the situation revolving their
With
villains.
Dottie.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole conversation people have with Batman and just throwing people into Arkham, getting out.
Mhm.
and that kind of stuff. But this is where Juliet, she kind of just snaps when they're making fun, and she says like she has dedicated her life to
Yeah,
do this. Like you will show respect. Like she was just very stern,
yeah.
which is true. Maybe she was just being very kind, but that's when we get like a fully black panel. We get Marcus's face. He said, "Dylan, Ari, you should listen to your mother." Did you guys get bad intentions from this, or was this just like she's a
I
strong
got
mother?
like
You should
stern
listen to her.
dad. I got like stern
You
dad
just
dude you're talking to, you know,
so you
listen
didn't
to your
get
mom.
malicious intents or
No,
anything.
no,
Okay, okay.
no.
No, this is like you're
Okay.
watching your poor widow struggle with your two
Okay,
offspring.
I think it's just because I'm so suspicious of her still, and I think I am.
He's got secrets, and it is the only like black
She
background
he
panel, but
does and she does. Like
Interesting.
I definitely think she does for sure. She's just known too much from the beginning. Like
yeah,
I still don't know where she's getting all this knowledge from. Maybe it's just experience, but
Marcus
it
just
is what
doesn't
it
want
is.
Dottie slander. He's like, all right, it's not easy.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they're just
Maybe.
being disrespectful. Yeah, I think I've just been so suspicious. I didn't take it that way the first time,
I
but I
do like
think
them addressing it.
you guys might be right.
I do like to be
Um,
like, yeah, people break out of Dottie's pretty often. It has happened. Like, well, just like,
100%,
but
100%.
when you got a rogues gallery this good, you can't keep them locked up. It's like the Batman thing, you know.
For sure,
It's we want to see them,
Yeah.
prowling around.
for
And
sure.
hey, we see the fruits of that later in this issue. Spoiler
Mhm.
alert.
Yeah, 100%. We see we learned Dylan, he's got to go away to a kind of a college where is he going? He's
Like a
going
tour kind of
to
thing.
Yeah,
visit, yeah,
Yeah.
a college tour. And that's when Ari's kind of left. Dottie, I guess, got a lead on one of the new villains at a psychiatric hospital. So Ari's gonna kind of take that on upon herself. And Juliet's kind of showing a little bit worry here. Obviously, she doesn't want to let Ari go on her own, but kind of just gets to the point where, like, although she's worried, like mom's just it's just a mom thing. Moms will always worry no matter what, even if you got everything together. Like it's just kind of something that will happen.
yeah. Mom's worried
Um,
about regular teenagers, but ones that are going out to fight people that are like with murderous intent, like of course they're gonna be worried.
yeah, no, you're so right. You're so right
Yeah,
about that. But yeah, no, this was kind of a cool dynamic. And yeah, this was just kind of a nice thing. And this is kind of where we get another revelation and made me just question Juliet a bit more. But like as they're going to bed, she kind of just says, like, or first Ari says, like, I'm okay, even when I don't know what I'm doing. I have dad, I have Marcus with us. And then Juliet, that's where she says basically like, you have to remember he's dead. That's a ghost. Like basically that's just Marcus's memories. Is kind of what Juliet says. Um,
yeah,
what
I
did
can
you
see it both ways. I can see it
Yes,
both ways. Like she
I think so. Yeah, this was tricky though. This was definitely tricky. I don't know if she's like maybe it is a grief thing where like he actually physically is dead. Like he's kind of got it. She's kind of got a,
right.
but it is a rogue son thing. It seems to have kind of a mentor with you. But yeah, I'm curious if it's just the memories. Like, is this basically just an AI Marcus? Like, is this an AI Marcus, not actually the spirit of Marcus? Just like kind of a version that has all
With
the
the amount of
experience of
magic
memories.
that is in this book and like supernatural stuff, the
yeah,
way I got it at least is like he's literally like Ghost in the Machine is pretty accurate because when you gave him the machine, the Rogue Sun armor from a couple
yeah,
arcs ago, remember when he was in all white?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's that now you gave the Ghost the machine and he's basically there, right? But
that's
without like
true.
he just lost his body, but his spirit
You're right.
Yeah, it knows
is still
everything about
there.
him, and it's a good AI if it is. I don't think it is. It's just like a really good. I mean, over in Infernal Go Red, we're talking about the science of magic and stuff. So who knows what we're,
Right.
we're in the wild realms here. But like, yeah, as far as for us, I don't think any of us does it. Like this is Marcus in the afterlife, passing on everything
Yes.
he knows, and he can react, and like he has agency. So I don't know.
So now, like, we how much Juliet knows, like this kind of leads to the question, like how much she knows, like why, like we have to assume she knows that is Marcus, that is her spirit, because she knew that Marcus had her dad and Marcus had his dad. So
Yeah.
why I'm curious why she's trying to kind of separate them or make her trust him less. So yeah, this kind of just made me trust, made me even more suspicious of her. But I still don't know what's going on with her. I thought this
Maybe
was
just so it's
interesting.
like, how about you listen to the parent that's here in this realm and stuff like that kind of deal. Like it'd be frustrating to me, like, well, dad says, like divorce parent style, like, well, dad says I can do this, or even when it's like, the parents like, oh, dad or mom said I can do this, like that's gotta be annoying if they're in another realm and it's like, oh, don't worry, I don't really need to listen to anything you have to say. I've got ghost dad or something. I can see it
That's
being
true.
annoying.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I thought it was just very kind of I don't know, blunt. Like she probably knew Marcus. Like she knows Marcus is listening. She knows all this. Like it
Oh
just
yeah.
seemed very ill intended.
It might be
I
a
don't know.
message to him too, because
That
she
could
knows
be.
he's listening. It might be
Yeah.
like she's talking to him.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. But yeah, they're kind of on their way to their college trip here. Man, I gotta say, like, this is probably the only thing in this book I don't really love is this dynamic with Vanessa and Dylan. I've had like she needs to leave or he needs to like I get it, but like
Yeah.
literally 2 times ago this has happened. I said I was tired of it, like him just showing a little bit that he's a nice guy, and then him just saying like one nice thing, and then her like having googly eyes over him and wanting to
Yep.
go back, and then him being a jackass, and then them splitting off for the next couple issues until they do it again.
Does feel
That's
like he's
just kind of
gotten back into her
yeah.
good graces 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
at least, and it's just been a little much. I get it, it happens in high school and stuff, whatever,
Nah,
but yeah,
I
it's just
like
not
this
for me.
will they won't they thing. Like,
Yeah,
it is
it's just not for
dragging.
me.
I get
It's not
it,
for me.
but I
It's not
like
for
it.
me. Yeah, it's just not for me. But yeah, no, it's cool. They're kind of on their way here. I don't know what school they're going to. But yeah, we see basically Byron and Dylan and Vanessa are all
Hmm.
going to the same school.
Also, if she
Or
gets
they're going.
kidnapped by Hellbent, this could heat up a bit too and make it a little more interesting. She could even find out his
Mhm.
rogue son, for all we know. Who knows?
That's very true.
All
That
this
was
might
a
be when she comes up.
very cool twist. Obviously, I think we assumed it was coming considering the cover. But as they're on
Yeah,
their
and when they
trip,
said, "Hey, I'm Hunter," I'm like, "Hey, isn't that Hellbent
Yeah, I'm
chilling
like,
with them?" I'm
yeah,
like, "Okay."
I
yeah, yeah.
actually I don't think I like literally the first time I forgot his name. I forgot his
Okay.
name. I forgot what he looked like. I went through and then I went and I was like, shit, I'm a dumbass. But no, that was a good twist. I absolutely love that. Even literally just knowing that like Hellbent was on the cover, I totally forgot about him somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Hellbent's one of
was
my favorite villains that they have because
yes.
so
that
good.
was such an intense thing and it's so visceral. I'm like, "All right, like Hellbent doesn't play. Let's go."
Yeah,
Like,
he's still Dylan, like one of Dylan's most personal villains.
mhm.
Obviously,
Yes,
you could say
definitely.
besides like debatably his mom. I don't know if you could call her a villain,
Yeah.
but yeah. So this was very cool. He's kind of the showing off as kind of like the older cool kid. He wants to show the freshmen's kind of around here, and he shows them kind of off campus, which is kind of cool. We'll get into later, but yeah, this was just cool. Them running into him, but right when they kind of run into each other, like just the tension. There's so much tension here between them because Hunter's intentions, and they're just they have no idea. So this was really cool. But even cooler is where we transition to the psychiatric hospital.
Mhm.
Finally, everything we've been waiting for here.
I know.
Ari's investigating on Theodore Little, and I don't actually know exactly what he did, but he's in the psychiatric hospital, and she's coming to question him. He's hearing this voice, and he asked about her. What did you guys think? Did you like was Theodore Little? Did you guys assume this guy was going to be a big villain? Or what was your thoughts on this setup?
I kind of gathered like he's probably driven insane by Mr. Poe, or that's what they thought. Like maybe they, like, oh, Mr. Poe should tell me what to do, or who knows what, and that's probably what got him uh, locked up there. I do like the look of Theodore Little. He
Yeah,
looks very like Crypt Keeper-y with like long hair and stuff. I like this idea, like this great concept. Mr. Poe all in on this. Theodore
yes.
Little, very close to Stuart Little, or I don't know. The name is interesting to me, but yeah, no, Mr. Poe, all in on this. What do you think?
Yeah, I was all in on Mr. Poe, but my eyes immediately went to the next page when I saw it. To me, that
Yeah,
was like teenage Felicia Hardy, like
Mm,
with the black cat too, and then the way she's jumping around and the acrobatics. I was like,
yeah.
this is teenage black cat right here.
Man, and another like I do kind of have to admit the first time I read this issue, I was in a little bit of a rush. So I was kind of reading through it fairly quickly. But reading through this first page the whole time, I didn't see the cat at all. I don't know why. I saw the eyes at the
Oh,
bottom.
Mr. Poe.
I
Yeah.
wasn't looking. I didn't, and I that's what I loved. Even the second page, like they actually make it a point of trying to make the cat very subtle, like trying
Yes.
not to show too much of the cat, and kind of just he's kind of the shadow in the back, controlling everything. But I I absolutely love this. I wanted to ask you guys, is he giving these people powers or is he just controlling their mind? Like, is he giving them cat-like agility? Can he
I think
jump on
so.
someone's shoulder and give them cat-like agility? Or is he just brainwashing people to
I
do
think you
his
answered your own
bidding?
question. I think
I
he
think it's a
buffs
little
them.
bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's what I took from it. I'm like, maybe this girl is just a trained assassin, but yeah, she's flipping over everyone. She's doing some crazy stuff here. And what I love too is that you don't actually hear Mr. Poe talk,
Mhm.
which was a great kind of detail in there. Like you kind of just hear her dialogue, kind of reacting to what Mr. Poe's saying, which makes it a lot more funny. I thought I really enjoyed that.
I
Yeah.
love how she like has a personality too. Like she's like, please don't
Yes.
make me do this. Like, and then later on she says, ugh, like I don't want to do this, but Mr. Poe really wants me to, like it
Yeah.
shows you that she's still there, even though he's at the end of the day telling her what to do.
Yeah, I think Mr. Poe is probably the best character that isn't like a cover star in the Massiverse. Like, the sky's the limit, really. We'll be talking about like when Mr. Poe just takes over the media. I think that it's gonna be a big deal. No, I love it. If we get the first C word in the Massiverse coming from Mr. Poe, we're ruthless here. I love the design. He's so cute. It's measured in the approach, right? Yeah, you have him tucked away while we're doing those backflips, but the facial expressions, it's chef's kiss. There was a lot of hype going in, and so far we've stuck the fucking landing for sure.
Yeah, 100%. And actually, just kind of going back through this now, that is the thing. He says that he makes all his pets better, faster, feral,
Yeah,
ferocious, just like him. So yeah, I just yeah, it was a long day when I read this, but yeah, no, that was super cool. He kind of goes in, and yeah, he's an absolute boss here, like just going in. And then that's where Ari comes out. I was curious, like she looks pretty, like she can handle herself. I was curious why Marcus, basically in the like early in the issue, says like, "Oh, we got Mr. Poe, like he's fine, he's not a big threat." So I'm very curious to see where this goes, if he actually is a big threat.
Right. He wasn't
Um,
concerned. He was like, it's gonna be easy
not
for her.
at
Yeah,
all.
you're right.
Not
Yeah, yeah.
not at all. But obviously bullets and kind of what she's doing has different effect on normal people than
Mhm.
yeah. She could have like
mystical armor,
the
you know?
squirt bottle of Atreides or something to squirt it and like take him on a second. But also, I do think it's interesting to think like, what if Mr. Poe ends up at the Blood Moon compound, and then you have like the Blood Moons with cat-like reflexes and stuff like
Oh my
that, and he
god.
organizes the horde, and then they're actually like a bigger threat. Like legitimately,
Oh
the buffing
man.
powers I think could be really impressive.
Yeah, because to me, like obviously Theodore Little, we know,
Mm,
but to me, like the aesthetic of this girl with the like she's got the yellow and black with the white hair, like
mm,
it just matches Mr. Poe like perfectly. Like this whole look she's
Mhm.
got going
Mhm.
on. So yeah, I'm very curious if he's gonna change or if he's gonna be with her for a while. But yeah, I kind of like this pairing up.
She almost has the
Right now.
Christopher Chaos aesthetic that Tinian book. Like he's got the yellow going and the hair,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not 100%, but yeah, it kind of reminds
Yeah.
me of it.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, this is kind of we get our first kind of cliffhanger of this kind of
Yeah,
just plot point, where she says, "I'm about to fight a cat. This is first." So yeah, next issue we're gonna get a Mr. Poe and Ari showdown. Pretty ridiculous.
can't
It's
wait.
yeah, can't wait. I absolutely love it. And this is where they go to Baton Rouge. This is where they're back. Hunter brought Dylan and Vanessa and Byron
They're
to this
drinking
bar,
Heinekens. Yeah,
underage bar. Are they drinking? Yeah,
it looks
Heineken.
like
Yeah, they
Heineken.
are. It looks like a Heineken. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
SNK machines, which is nice to see SNK in this. I didn't
Yep.
expect that. Yeah, no, this is great. And classic bar scene, just underage people meeting this stranger that definitely doesn't want to kill them.
yeah, yeah. 100%. And also classic bar scene. we get this one person knocking over a beer, and then we got Byron. He's punished for it.
This wasn't too
Unfortunately.
bad.
This
for
wasn't too
Dylan.
bad.
I know
but
she called this
I
hazing, and I'm like,
He drank a beer.
yeah,
maybe
I
I have
agree
a
with you
different
guys.
definition, but I was like,
I
eh.
agree. I kind of agreed with you guys.
And
He
I got
drank
hazed like 3
drank
or 4
one
times
beer.
in the last 2 months
Yeah,
of
he,
Byron.
he
So
chugged one. Yeah, he chugged one beer. So he didn't commit crime here, but
there's way worse. He's done worse.
Yeah, it could have been a
he-
lot worse. I'd
but
rather this happen to me than get shoved into a locker.
Yeah.
yeah, I totally agree. So yeah, it was kind of funny. We get Dylan kind of Byron. He's able to do it. He's got to stand on one leg and chug a beer. Everyone, it's called the flamingo. So he's up, and Dylan's kind of holding his arm up, and Vanessa just very mad, like just not having it at all. And that's where she goes outside, and obviously just not happy with it. I mean, we kind of just
You know
talked
how
about it.
I think it might be dangerous in the wrong way. I think you might be giving him too much confidence, and then he becomes like the Reginator and tries to step up the Hellbent next issue, and then he's dead.
Yo, true.
So that could actually happen. So I don't know, Vanessa. No, Dylan was being a bit of an ass, but like it's like I don't know. I don't think Byron didn't even notice or really care. He might have came across as a bit of an idiot, but it's college. If there's any time to like drink a little bit and have
Yeah,
fun,
everyone's just trying to fit in, like especially right when you get there, right? Like you're drinking, like
Yeah.
it's that's
yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, Byron, he that one beer hit him like a truck, and he's out in the bush, puking everywhere, not having a good time.
They were
But
already
yeah,
drinking a bit before.
Yo, that was scary. I thought like some shit was gonna go down when he's Hunter or Hellbent
yeah,
creeping up on them. I was like, oh shit.
well, yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, something kind of did go down. Obviously, we don't know yet, but yeah, he could have easily just snuck up on them.
And
But yeah,
Dylan did apologize to
yes,
Byron. He's like, look,
yes,
Yes.
I never. He's like, yeah, look, man, I never like I ever made you. He basically was gonna say made you feel like making fun of you or whatever, or feel bad, or like a bullying you. Who knows? But either way, he means well. We know he's got a good heart. He's just kind of an asshole because he doesn't know
Yeah.
what's
he's
That's
always been that. And this honestly, this part, like, and obviously we kind of talked about how this kind of situation wasn't really that bad, but like even still, like these kind of apologies and kind of these how he's treating these relationships are very much like exactly like the first issue. Like he'll shove Byron into the locker, and he'll like make him do his homework, but then he'll like he'll want Byron to kind of give him validation that it's okay, that
Yep.
he's not being a dick. So like he's not really growing much in his personal life, or even you could say in his superhero life. He is getting a little more independent, and he has matured a little bit, but he's very, very much still the same character. Maybe he just always will be like that, but I'm very curious. And actually, like I was gonna say, would it take losing a friend? But we did see that
I
happen.
did lose a friend already.
So yeah, maybe
and we
maybe
already
this
used the
is just like
opportunity to show Vanessa what a nice guy, what not an asshole Dylan is when they went to his house, Reggie's folks' place afterwards. It's interesting. We kind of have done that a bit. I don't know. He is learning. Also, how's he going to get into university or college if he's like barely at school and stuff like that? He does have a tutor, so he could get in. Plus, they could buy his way in.
Yeah, they're mega rich. He'll be fine.
But it would be
Yeah.
interesting if Byron got into a school and he didn't, and they just stuck, and he's just rogue sunning for a living.
That's
I
The
don't know.
way I see it is that I think he matured as a person, like in terms of like I don't know, the rashness, the impulsivity, like that kind of stuff. It kind of matured a little bit, but he's still
Yes.
not good socially or in relationships. And the more I'm thinking about it, since the beginning of the book, he hasn't had a great relationship with anyone.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Like
I would
he
actually
wasn't
agree
on
with
good
that.
terms with
Like,
his mom. He hates his dad. Julia, it's kind of like neutral-ish. And then him and Ari, him and what's his name, Brock, right?
And Divinity and Dottie are okay.
Divinity.
They're not terrible, but like they're lukewarm at best.
At best, exactly. Exactly.
And
He
that's a
doesn't
good
really
point.
have someone close to him that he can trust. At least, because at the very least, Marshall had Nathan and Nathan's parents, and
Mhm.
now he has Eva, right? And
yeah.
Mari and stuff.
Really the
But
only person he was ever close with, in the whole book was his mom, like in the first couple
mhm,
pages.
mhm.
Yeah. And I think
he
he needs to
was
work on those communication skills before he can really
Absolutely.
grow.
yeah,
Absolutely.
but I do agree with you where like he has improved in his like his just kind of decision making while
Yeah, yeah.
he's kind of out and about. Like he has improved as a hero a little bit, but still kind of just like he just thinks he knows what's best all the time, and he's
Uh,
still very closed in. Like he hasn't opened his mind so much yet, but he's getting there.
his best
Um,
bond might be with Brock, honestly. Like they kind of get each other, like this kind of like older brother dynamic. You
yeah,
know,
Honestly, it might be a Bell curse because now I'm thinking about it even more. None of the Bell men in the Bell family have
yeah,
good relationships with anyone.
anybody. Yeah,
that's true.
It's just
That's
this
true.
is how
We don't
they
know how
are.
deep that goes. Like that could be a rogue son thing.
It
That could be
could
a
be.
rogue
It could
son
be
thing in
All the way
general,
to
right?
Caleb too. You're right.
Yeah, because I don't think Caleb was the best, but yeah, yeah, no, this was cool, and we get Caleb kind of pulling out, revealing his hell bent here, and this was kind of cool. Like it was weird. He was kind of right behind Dylan, and then he decides to like jump up super high, or someone grabs him.
No, she
That's not
grabbed him.
really,
I
yeah.
think
So
she grabbed
okay,
him out of the
she
way. Yeah.
grabbed him. So yeah, this was a very cool
Super cool
reveal.
last panel. Super
Yeah,
cool.
we get Hellbent about to sneak up on Dylan, and you flip the page, and that's where you get Dylan's mom back, kind of in the mix, saving Dylan. We know she's wanted to get back to Dylan for a long time, so this is kind of a conversation I've been excited for, and actually, kind of just saying that now, I still remember. I think it was issue 24, or it was right around there. But his mom, he was gonna have a quick conversation with his mom. Like his mom actually like was able to come out quickly, or he was able to have a quick talk, and he basically said it's time to talk, and we never saw that talk. So I don't know if we're gonna have any flashbacks, or maybe that just kind of we're gonna forget about that.
Maybe you will. Maybe you will. Because
but
next issue, I believe, is when she will have a bigger role.
yeah, but regardless, I'm excited to see this whole dynamic here. This is kind of the like the backbone of the whole series, kind of
yeah.
stemmed on their relationship. Obviously Marcus and them, but kind of just her turn, and his love for her, and kind of him feeling betrayed in a way. But
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting getting more context, and kind of having those pieces fall more into place, and making a little more sense out of things. But
just
yeah,
what you
this
want to
was
call this
pretty
trip is
badass.
pop in from your mom. It'd be fun. Um, but no, I think getting more of Dylan's mom involved in this, I think is really it's such a messy, interesting thing where you don't know who's in the right, or maybe they're both making mistakes with between Marcus and her, and so it's interesting to see where we go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's kind of the cliffhanger there. That's where we end off. So yeah, next issue is going to be absolutely insane. We got Hellbent
We got a cat
versus
fight.
Dylan's mom. We got a cat
The
fight
Go
going on.
Cataclysm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absolute
There's a
chaos
lot
going
going
on.
on.
Maybe another cool prologue. Only one can hope. But yeah, no, this was a fantastic issue. I think next one's gonna be even crazier. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of my thoughts. Do you guys have anything else?
Well, I could talk about next issue. Rogue Sun 32 comes
Hmm.
out January
Oh, that
21st.
cover! I just saw that Mr. Poe
I know,
cover.
Mr. Poe. And the
Amazing.
solicit says Mr. Poe is on the prowl, his terrifying pets in tow. With Dylan out of town, Ari is the rogue son of New Orleans, but can she prove herself against her most deadly foe yet? So, just based off this, it doesn't sound like Mr. Poe is that piece of
Most
cake.
deadly, yeah. What's Marcus
Yeah,
doing?
yeah,
Maybe a new host is kind of is
maybe.
what
We going guns
maybe.
akimbo with Thomas Little there. Like that looks sweet. Like
Yeah,
if he just goes
yeah.
full
Oh,
John
that's
Wick.
the guy. That's the
I
guy.
assume that's him, right?
Did
Like
they
With the
mention
hair,
that?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
long
hair.
gray hair. It looks like him.
Theodore.
did Guns Akimbo, or no? That was that just in the Radiant Black issue? I swear that was
I
just
think it
mentioned
wasn't.
in a
I think it
Massive
was in the
issue.
Reading Black issue.
I think
It
it
was.
was. That's so funny.
When they were going
that's
to
so
the
funny.
Batcave, right?
Speaking of, we
Yeah.
didn't mention they mentioned Morrow in the bus when they're going
Oh, yes,
there.
they did.
Byron's
Yes,
like,
they did.
oh, something about going to school and yeah, working for Morrow, which it was a
Oh,
nice touch. Yeah,
I missed that. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, always cool to see those little connections. And yeah, on the cover we see Theodore Little with Mr. Poe too. So looks
Mhm.
like that's kind of his main his main.
That's his main guy. That's his
avatar.
main
Yeah,
pet.
that's his. Yes, that's his main dude.
It's
So
so sweet.
yeah, it's great stuff. So yeah, Matt, did you have anything else? Or
No, it gives a new layer to the word phrase catatonic or whatever, but that's pretty good. I'm
That's
excited. We're eating good. The whole team just killed it. Like honestly, if I had my name on a
yeah.
book like this, I could die happy. This is another banger. I'd say this is like 8.5, 9. Like this is I love it. We're so lucky to be able to podcast about a series like this, and it never fails to disappoint. So thanks for running the team, and I can't wait. The future's bright. 2026 looking good.
Yeah. I actually just noticed Theodore Lil's wearing a cat club badge.
Yeah.
So that's
Amazing.
So yeah, I think that's it from us. Before we go, I did just want to play a short clip and give you guys a little word from Mr. Bash here, who unfortunately couldn't make it, but we should have him on next time for IGR. But here's a little word from Bash.
Oh, hey guys. This is Bash from the Radiant Black podcast, and I just wanted to acknowledge and thank our amazing Patreons for their continued patronage and support. Of course, we've got Noah M., Patrick, Joe J., and Jordan C. Thank you so much for your support and enabling us to do what we do on the Radiant Black podcast, for helping keep the lights on and improving the quality of the show. Of course, I just want to say that for any of you that are interested in our Patreon, you can find it at patreon.com/radiantblackpodcast. We have 2 tiers, and we appreciate everyone's support because we just use all of that to continue to improve the show. Check it out, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Bash. So yeah, no, that was thanks to all the patrons. I think that was definitely a little out of date. We got a couple new ones of late, so that's really the best way to help support us, and we really can't appreciate it enough. Yeah, so yeah, that's it for us. Another issue of Rogue Sun, and can't wait for the next one. Got IGR next. But that's it from Rogue Sun. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and stay roasty whenever. I don't know. I forget. See ya, everyone.
What is